Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Skymee Petalk AI, priced at roughly $130 US. This was furnished to me by the manufacturer for review. It is brand spanking new, just hit Amazon, and it does exactly what you see here. Now, it is designed for dogs. You set it up with your home network, install the Skymee app, and then you will have access not only to communicate with your pet. In this case, it is marketed towards dogs, clearly. I will be using it with Ruru, my Siberian cat. And you have essentially a feeding mechanism, microphone, and speaker for two-way communication, although good luck actually communicating with your pet, clearly. And then in addition to that, 1080p on a wide angle camera. It does have night vision. You can take stills. So this is not a new concept. It's been on the market for a while now, but this is, in my opinion, one of the first affordable options at $130 because most networked, pet feeders are a lot more expensive. So with that said, let me get this thing out of the box. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, well, there is. I'll just show you this side, which is, of course, what's in the box. You're getting the dog camera, the power USB adapter, the USB cable, the quick start guide, and then, of course, specifications. As I mentioned, 1080p HD camera. I think it takes 8 megapixel stills. I'm not sure about that. Infrared for night vision. The audio I mentioned, you have two-way connectivity. In terms of actual Wi-Fi connectivity, you can see 802.11 BGN at 2.4 gigahertz. So we'll see how this plays with my Orbi based network. And then, of course, as I mentioned, you will need to install either the Android or iOS version of the Skymee app in order to control this thing. So let's get it out of the box. And this literally just landed. Got it today. And as I mentioned, this was furnished to me for review purposes. So it seems that it is all pretty much a plastic build here. You can see the speaker right here, the camera, the infrared sensor, or I should just say IR. I assume that's a microphone pinhole right there, and then the treat dispenser. But let me go ahead and put this aside. I'll come back to this. Let's see what else we have in here. We have the Skymee paperwork right here for remote monitoring and feeding. And I think this is a novel idea for those of you that want to be as close to your pet as possible when on the road. This is, or at work, this is exactly what a device like this provides. So I think it definitely has a place in the market. And I think there are plenty of pet owners out there that will appreciate something like this. Now, this was just to actually hold it in place. Let's go ahead and move this. I'm assuming we've got our power brick in here, as well as some other goodies. Let's see. And there is the whole kit and caboodle, not to be cute. So they have included power adapters depending on your region. And here is the, of course, power brick for the US. It is working off a micro USB connection right there. This does not, to my knowledge, have an onboard battery. I believe these are feet for it, but I could be incorrect. Not sure exactly what those are. And now let's take a look at the device itself. So again, up here is your reservoir for treats. And you can see, well, now I know what those rubber caps are. They are replacements for this, which appears to be how they are dispensed. So over time, wear and tear, you're going to need to replace that. You can see there is actually a level in there for the maximum storage of treats or food that you can insert into this. And I believe this is an LED array. I'm not sure in terms of what it signals or notifies. It might be a light cue for your dog or cat. And other than that, we've got some 3M tape on the bottom, which I believe is so that you can actually stick it in place, so it'll stay in one place. Not sure exactly what this is giving us access to. Those appear to be the gears for feeding, for the dispensing. but I'm not sure why we would need access. And then on the back, you can just see the branding from Skymee, Petalk AI, and of course, the micro USB port that you're going to be connecting that power brick to, as well as the reset pinhole. So I will be testing this out. Again, it'll be interesting to see what kind of candids I get of Ruslan, as well as how he reacts as a cat, since this is, again, marketed for dogs specifically, but how he reacts to visual, or I should say voice cues, as well as if this is a visual cue. And then, of course, since he does love treats, if any of you have seen, I've got a video of him from a little over a year ago where he literally goes in a cabinet and steals an entire bag of treats. So there's no question he's going to enjoy using this. And then the ability to speak to him, although we know limited in his communication skills, he does meow just for us humans. So this will be interesting. I may test it out with some dogs as well, since my family does have them, even though I personally do not. You never know. But again, this is the Skymee Petalk AI. Again, a networked feeder, so that when you are away from your pet, you can still communicate, see them, and most importantly, feed them. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.